So let's throw a scenario out there. These are always fun. Let's imagine you have a couple. They're in the middle of retirement. Well, whatever the middle may be, early to mid retirement, and they find that maybe their retirement funds are dwindling faster than they anticipated. How do you adjust strategies on the fly when this type of thing happens?
So a couple of things there is one is because we're measuring and monitoring as we go. It's not usually all of a sudden, oh, we didn't see that coming. Where'd that come from? And so you can be doing something to address it along the way. Maybe try to cut back spending here a little bit, or do we want to change how we're invested a little bit along the way? That's part of that. But there are certainly surprises. I always say in retirement, there's a couple of things that happen to just about everybody. That you don't have dental insurance, or if you do, it doesn't cover very much in retirement. So people get some pretty big dental bills. That's a big number that catches you by surprise. And you'll do whatever it takes to help your kids. And so, unfortunately, kids kind of come and need a little bit of help, and you'll do. And those can be bigger numbers that are things that I see that will be a surprise. What we're doing is we're constantly measuring and monitoring that. So a lot of times when markets go south, as you're saying, what if something goes wrong? We have a way of measuring that and looking at it from a forward-looking point. But what's probable to happen from this point going forward? And in many cases, it's not as dire as it seems. Because again, if you focus on the investments and not on the goals, you're going to be worried about what happened in the short run. So if we look at what's probable to happen going forward, how likely is this to completely disrupt things? And what can we do in the short run? Can we spend a little bit less just now, or with that big expenditure you were going to do? Can you delay that a little bit? Can you drive the car just a little, a couple of years longer instead of, getting the new car you thought about? There are things that you can do. And if you have a constant dialogue and you're having a conversation about what you're doing, that really is it's not as hard to identify ways to fix those kind of problems. The other thing is, as you're aging, what is a comfortable amount to take out of your investments becomes a little more, easy to identify too. We don't know how long a person's going to live if they're 65. If they're 92, not that I want to sound morbid, but, they're probably not going to be there for 20 more years. So we have a little bit, as far as needing to pay for certain things that happen, we have a different perspective. And I think as long as we have an open conversation about that and understanding the risks and the outcomes, it's really, you have a lot of confidence in your plan as long as you're measuring it that way. If you like what you heard on this video and you'd like to have a personal conversation more about your situation, check us out at gootfinancial.com and sign up for a conversation, and we're happy to see how we can help.